Good evening, good evening, good evening, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. And if you don't know anything else on this day, know that you deserve to be blessed. Good evening, good evening, good evening, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. And if you don't know anything else on this day, know that you deserve to be blessed. Yes. Good evening, good evening, good evening, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. It's a Friday, and it is the thought to ponder. Yes. And I am your host, Titan Capri. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we get down to it. So before we do that, though, right? In the For the sake of old school, for the sake of how I did it, or how I've done it, or how I've been doing it, I think that we need to groove. I think we need to do a little something to kind of commemorate this night. So everybody take out your pens, your papers, and all that good stuff. Well, I don't know if you got to do that. But April 9th at 7 p.m., I brought you the thought to ponder. Y'all ready for a little groove? I think I heard you say that you were ready. If you're ready, then let's go. Let's get it. Sit it, ta 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 ta. Sit it, ta 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 ta. Soon, ta 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 T2P. Check me out. T2P. Check me out. Side. T2P. Check me out. T2P. Check me out. T2P. Check me out. Right. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm a little nervous. I'm a little anxious this evening. I had to bring along a little something just to make sure that I was okay. So, what I want all of y'all out there that's listening, that's watching, I want y'all to grab your little libation. Grab your little libation like this. So, you'll have a little something. So, you'll be able to do a little something. Yes, indeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my first show on the new night at the new time and all of this good stuff. And tonight, I was thinking to myself, what better way to start off this journey, because this is a new part of my journey, to start off this new part, than just to come to you and tell you, who am I? Just who am I, right? So before we get into all of that, we like to clear some space. We like to bring in some spirit. We like to do a little something. So I want you to take a moment and I want you to breathe with me. Let's take a moment and breathe. Yes. Acknowledge that your breath is important. That's what we're here to do. We're going to take 3 breaths. And those 3 breaths, ladies and gentlemen, the first breath, I'm going to count it out, right? The second breath, I'm not going to count it out, but I will move my hands. Let me go ahead and push this mic out the way, because when I breathe, I got to expand. Right? So the second breath, I'm not going to count, but I'll move my hands. The third breath, I'm not going to count, but I want you to take that breath in. And when you take that breath in, I want you to think about that thing, that person, that place, whatever's going on, right? I want you to think about it. And I want you to acknowledge that you're in control, that you know what that is, that you know how to handle it. And then I want you to blow it away. And when you blow it away, I want you to blow it away somewhere far. So in order to do that, I want you to make some noise. All right? So 3 breaths this morning. The first one, I'm going to count it out and move my hands. The second one, I won't be counting. The third one, I'm still going to move my hands and not counting. But then at the end of it, I want you to make some noise. Now look, if you take these breaths and at the end you make some noise and you happen to be at work or in the library, right? I am not responsible. We here at Pyro Media Network are not responsible. If you get a little tap on your shoulder, they tell you to get out or you get fired. No, just kidding. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and let's take these breaths. So, what I want you to do is to give me a little Tina Turner action with your shoulders and relax yourself, right? Relax yourself and just take a moment and just decompress. Decompress. All right. On the count of three, I want you to take a deep breath with me. It'll be a slower five pace. Now, if you can't make it to the five, I don't hold you at fault. Make it as far as you can make it. You got me? You ready? On the count of three. One, two, three. Deep breath in. One, two, three, four, and five. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. See that right there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the second breath, I'm not going to count with this second breath, but I do want you to take a moment and take that breath in. And then you can follow my hands if you have your eyes open. But if you want to close your eyes, just think about the five pace and then blow it out. On the count of three, one, two, three. Deep breath in. And out. So you all should feel a little tingly inside. Get the little Tina Turner action with those shoulders. Y'all should be there. Now, this last breath, ladies and gentlemen, as we talked about it, what we want to do is we want to make sure that we make some noise. And that noise represents us telling the universe, telling the world, letting everybody know that we're in control of whatever the issue, problem, concern, or even if it's a good thing. Even if you just want to decompress from the week. It's Friday. It's time for the weekend. You want to woosah just a little bit. But I want you to make some noise when you let that breath out so we can let everybody know that you're in control, that your breath is important and you're living your life. Y'all ready? On the count of three. One, two, three. Deep breath in. And look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you now, if you do that on a regular basis, if you do it on a regular basis, I guarantee you, you can change what's going on in your life. You can understand things better. You can change the atmosphere in the room when you walk into the room. So I ask that you actually go ahead and you do that. A lot of times we don't understand that that's what we actually need to do. But look, we got to do that in order to do that. So have you ever just like been around and somebody said something to you and you've been like, ooh, just breathe. That's all you got to do. Is just breathe. Take a moment and breathe. Right? Yes, indeed. Oh, look, I see all my little peoples coming in. Y'all got me feeling some kind of way. Ooh. Indeed, indeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am excited. Tonight is my kickoff. Tonight is my let me get in and show you what I'm made of. Tonight is all of that good stuff. And I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for coming out, for supporting and lending a kind word or sending me a message or whatever it is that you did um, up to me getting to this point and still after this, because a lot of you are still texting me and saying congratulations and things, and I really, really appreciate it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know we're moving along here. So let me ask you to do this for me. Hit that like button, hit the heart, thumbs up, heart, share, all of that good stuff. You see it right down at the bottom. Come on, subscribe, share, do all that. Show me some love. Talk to me. Tell me you're in the building. Say hi. Do all of that good stuff. Y'all know I'm good for it. You know I'm good for it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So what we want to do next is my thought or my process today, right, is who am I? Who am I? So let's go ahead and get with the thought. Yes, indeed. Don't you like how cute that looks? That's hot. That's hot. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I always get this question. I always Titan. Where does Titan come from? Who is Titan? Why do you always use Titan Capri instead of your government name, your government? And I like to tell people all the time who I am is that number one, I am a black gay male who is HIV positive. I've been HIV positive for 16 years in May, and I will be undetectable for 14 years in May as well. So um, sometimes when people ask you, who are you? You sometimes wait, you sometimes hesitate, you sometimes don't want to answer the question, right? And for those of us who are black boys that grew up black boys or black gay boys, right? And we could not express ourselves. We could not talk to our family. We couldn't talk to our friends. We couldn't say, whatever have you to the people around us because we knew what it came with. We knew what would happen. I had a conversation with someone just recently, and she said that I think that if um, you would have told me earlier on if you knew that you could have trusted me or you knew that I would have reacted a certain way. And I told her it had nothing to do with her, right? In that aspect. But I had had situations prior to meeting her to where I had opened up and spoke about who I was and what I was and what God made me, because that's what I believe. And it was not received well. I was treated poorly. I was treated nasty. There was a lot of stigma along with my HIV status or me being gay, me being a black gay man, like all of this stuff was going on. And so I told her nothing against her, not at all, right? Because I love her till this day. She's been my ride or die for a good minute. And she knows who I'm talking about. I'm not, yeah. And so she's been my ride or die. But I had to, in that moment, tell her it had nothing to do with her, but it had everything to do with my situations and the things that I have been a part of, right? The things that had happened to me. And so, with that being said, I couldn't just come right out and tell her until I knew for sure that I was safe. So I want to say for just a moment, really quickly, to all those black boys out there, all those black young boys out there who are struggling with who you are. And I'm not going to say just your sexuality, just I'm talking about the whole dynamic because it's often more than just sexuality, right? It's oftentimes you fitting in your family. It's oftentimes you fitting into this circle. It's oftentimes you not knowing where you fit in. So when people ask me, who am I have to go back to that place to say, I didn't know who I was at that point. Now I know who I am, but I'm much older now. I'm much older now. And I say to people sometimes that you have to take a moment and listen to your children and listen to them and understand where they're at. Nobody does things to harm or hurt or do anything like that to you for a child just being who they are, right? But the harm and the hurt and the stigma and all of that comes along when you don't believe them or when you try to make them something out of what they are not. Or you try to push something on them. You try to push your ideals and all of these things on these children, and all the children want to do is live. All I wanted to do when I was younger, and this is just a point of clarity, was play with the other kids, be with the other kids. But there was something always wrong with me, right? So just think about it in a neighborhood, in the hood. This black boy, right, that girls were attracted to had something wrong with him. So it was always a point of me trying to prove myself. Sports, me trying to prove myself. Fighting, me trying to prove myself. It was always something. How many girls could I pull? Me trying to prove myself. So when people ask me, who am I am a black gay male who is HIV positive. I can tell you that now with a straight face, but I couldn't back then. So when we talk about the thought to ponder, we talk about what the thought to ponder stands for. That's what I stand for. I want to be truthful with you and open and honest with you that this is what it is. You don't get to change me into who you think I should be because I am who God made me. And I stick by that. Dum, 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 dum. Right? So I said to myself, after my praying and my meditation, what is it that the thought to ponder needs to do or to be? And I don't know who it's for. And I can't tell you that it's for a million people, a trillion people. I can't tell you that. But what I can tell you, if it's just for that one person in the back there, if it's just for that one person over there in the corner, if it's just for that one person that's looking for somebody that looks like them or acts like them or talks like them or actually just stands like them, then I am here with the thought to ponder for that, right? I am here for that. And that's who I am. Who I am is a black gay male who's HIV positive, who is spiritual, who is God fearing, God loving, who is family oriented, who is a brother, who is an uncle, who is a father, who is a friend, who is a cousin, who is a loved one. Like I am all of those things. And just because I'm a black gay man, that does not take me away from being a man. It doesn't take me away from doing any of those things. And I'm not here to prove that, but I just want you to know who I am. There used to be a time where I stood in the back. There used to be a time where I didn't come to the forefront. You could stand in my midst and talk about people and talk about things all the way through, and I wouldn't say a word. I wouldn't say anything. Those days are gone. Those days are gone. My thought to ponder is for those who can't. My thought to ponder is for those who are looking for someone. My thought to ponder is so that I can let people know that it's okay. It's okay to stand in who you are. It's okay to love you for who you are. It's okay. It's okay. And then if you want to get help, if you want to know, and it's okay to be HIV positive. It's okay. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. It'll be 16 years this year. If you'd have asked me 16 years ago, would I be here today? The answer probably would have been no, because I thought my life was over. I thought it was done. I am no more of a human than you are. I am no more of a black person than you are. I am no more, if you want to say African American, than you are. I deserve exactly everything that I can have, that I should have. I deserve all of that. I deserve peace. I deserve happiness. I deserve love. But because we are told that we are different, because we are told that we are not of God, then all of a sudden I don't get any of that. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you ask me who am I, I'm Titan. I'm Titan. I am a lover. I am spiritual. I am emotional. I am mental. Sometimes, look, I am all of these things, but I don't have a bad bone in my body to be against anybody, to hate anybody. But why is it that it's okay for me not to be who I am? And I know that it sounded a little weird, but it's okay for me not to be who I am. So when you ask me who I am, I tell you that I'm somebody other than who I actually am because I don't want you to know who I am. Because you knowing who I am puts my life in jeopardy. You knowing who I am does all of these things. That's what I used to believe. That's what I used to feel. You can ask my mama. I used to fight all the time. Not proud of it, but I had to fight in order for me to even just walk down the street. Somebody was always picking on me, always trying to fight with me all the time. I'm getting expelled from school. Notice I didn't say suspended. I got expelled like a whole semester. All because somebody had it in their head that because I was gay, that they had the right to put their hands on me and treat me any kind of way because I was gay. Right? And I think sometimes we don't understand what that does to someone. So, ladies and gentlemen, mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, cousins and friends, what I want y'all to do today is I want you to take a moment and listen to that child. Listen to that loved one. Listen to that niece or that nephew. Listen to that aunt or that uncle. Listen to that friend. Listen to that cousin. Because The reality of it is that they probably already know who they are, already know where they belong, already know their place in this universe, but they can't even express themselves because it's not tolerated in your house. It's not tolerated in your car. It's not tolerated in amongst your family and your friends. It's not tolerated. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all something. I didn't know that it was going to be this deep coming into this first show, but I really thought with the topic, who am I? And you know how long it took me to figure out who I am? How long it took me to stand up in who I am? How long it took me to be okay with telling you that I am a black gay man, and then especially to tell you that I'm HIV positive. That would have never left my lips. Matter of fact, I said, right hand, I said that it was going to take me to my grave. That's what I said. Because I would rather hide. Now, let me tell you where I'm at. Now, this is not everybody, but whoever this is for, right? My spirit is reaching out. Whoever this is for right there, whoever this is for, I know what it feels like to rather hide and not say who you are. I know what it feels like to cower in silence. And I say cower because I sat there and I watched them to do other people the way that they had done me. And I said nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And so, ladies and gentlemen, when we think about these things, when we are going about our day and wondering what's wrong with people, sometimes you have to really understand. And this is what I like to say. I had all this stuff bottled up inside of me. God made me unique to where I couldn't hold it all in. I couldn't. I tried. Oh, Lord knows I tried. I tried to be on the straight and narrow. I tried to be this. I tried to be that. But it kept coming back around. And you know what I want to tell you? You know what I want to tell you? My purpose, my purpose that it kept coming back to is being me all day, every day. Back in 2019, when I made the decision to turn everything around and be honest with myself, right? Be honest with myself, and in turn, be honest with you or whoever else that came in contact with me. That's when my purpose said, aha, I got you. I finally got you. You've been running from me for all these years. Now I got you. So now let me tell you what your purpose is. Your purpose is to do nothing but be you. Tell your story, stand up tall, be who God made you to be, and understand that you were not put here just because. You were put here to be blessed and to be a blessing. And if you can't see it, you need to start looking. But I guarantee you, if you look up, open your eyes, spiritually, open your eyes, everything that you need, everything that you are is right around you and it's right in front of you. I didn't understand that. I didn't know. I thought I was spoiled goods. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was damaged goods. I thought I was done. And here it is later in my life. I am getting to my purpose and I'm understanding. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you ask me, who am I? And I tell you without flinching that I'm a black gay man who's HIV positive, I am a person that speaks the truth, love the truth, and will always be in that truth, and that truth who is me. That's it. That's it. I have no reason to sit here and talk to you and tell you anything other than who I am and what I am and what I was put on this earth to do. Now, you may say, oh, is Dr. Ponder what you were put on this earth to do? You know what? I think it's one of the many things that I was put on this earth to do. But the one thing that I know that I was put on this earth to do was to be me, was to be me. And all the other blessings and accolades and applause and all that other stuff comes along with me being me, then so be it. But I gotta sit here and tell you tonight, who am I? I'm Tidy. Who am I? I am me. Who am I? The love I have for myself. That's who I am. And I'm not going to mince words about it. I'm not going to mince words about it. I think sometimes we want to take these words and we want to change them because we want to be able to code switch and be somebody that you're not, and make people like you. Because nothing against social media, but a lot of times I see people who are barely making ends meet on social media like they balling out of control. I see people now that still have stigma wrapped around being HIV positive, and they can't even speak on it. They don't want to tell their families. They don't want to be out in the public and letting people know, but they would rather jeopardize their own life in order to save what somebody thinks about them. I'm not judging anybody because you got to do what you got to do, right? But if I can shed some light somewhere, if I can bring some light somewhere, then that's what I'm going to do. I believe that my story is my story. And I believe that what I was put on this earth to do was tell you my story in the most authentic way I can. And that's my purpose, being me, being me. So I don't want to drag on, ladies and gentlemen. I don't really want to just drag on like, oh my God, this is kind of heavy tonight. I thought I was going to be up and boom, boom. But we got to do a little something. But hold on one second, because I spoke a lot just now and I need to take a little sip. Oh. I know, I just slurped. Whatever. Stop acting like you don't slurp. You don't slurp? Oh. Okay. Had to take me a little sip, ladies and gentlemen, because all I said just now was kind of heavy. But this is what I want you to do tonight. If I didn't do anything for you on tonight, I know we're not done with the show yet, but if I didn't do anything for you tonight, take a moment. Take a moment and listen to the children. Take a moment and make sure that you are doing what you need to do for your children. Hey, cousin. Hey, Dante. I'm sorry, y'all. I literally went through everybody. Thank you all so much. Hey, cousin Danielle, Dante, Shauna, Kat, Ian, Barbara. Thank all of you all for commenting and putting comments out there. I appreciate you all so much, and thank you all so much for being proud of me um, in doing this. And then I just want to thank you all for just being who you are and being catalyst for me to continue to do what I do. And what's funny is that you may say, or somebody may say, oh, well, they're not really doing anything, but you have to understand it takes a village. And if you are a part of my village, right? If you are a part of that village, whether you're near or far, then you have been a catalyst in what I'm doing. Because what we know is that, hey, cousin, what we know is that in order for us to be who we are, in order for us to go to places that we've never been, we need that village. We need that circle. We need all of that. And a lot of you have touched me in ways that I can't even begin to tell you along my journey. You have touched me mentally, spiritually, emotionally, right? Godly. You have prayed with me, you have meditated with me, you have made room for me to exist in my authentic self. So I thank you all for saying thank you to me tonight. I thank you all for hey, cousin Ashley, hey, Aunt Sandy. There go that godly part, baby, because that's my auntie right there. That's my woman of God. She'll tell you. But all of you all have made room for me, whether you know it or not. If you've ever talked to me, if you've ever listened, if you've ever supported, if you ever lifted me up, if you ever asked me how I was doing, if you ever asked me, what about the thought to ponder? Titan Capri, what are you doing today? Titan Capri, we miss you. If you've done any of that, you are part of my village. Because sometimes y'all might not know it, but I probably didn't even want to move that day. I probably didn't even want to talk to nobody that day. But the Spirit has a way of moving. God has a way of moving people around you. That little phone call. Hey nephew, what you doing? Hey nephew, I just wanted to, check in on you, see how you were doing. Or my cousins who are on here. They're always checking in on me, right? Dante is another. I met Dante through um, Ian through something else that we were doing last year, sometime I think. And Dante has been integral about making sure that I'm good. Shauna, she's on here as well. Kat has been on the show. Ian, well, that's my brother. That's my brother. He's the one that basically said, "Hey, stop all that." No, you know what I'm gonna tell y'all? I'm gonna tell y'all what he said, and I'm just gonna be real because it's a thought to ponder. We real on a thought to ponder. I'm gonna tell you what he said. He said, "Y'all old gays get on my." He said, "Y'all old gays. I always wanted to do something. All this grandeur, and all of this." He probably gonna get me later on because I'm saying this. But he said, "Y'all always want to do all that. Why don't you just press record and talk?" And that's what I did back in 2019. I just pressed record and started talking. So, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you don't know. You don't know. Just like Barbara, who's on here now watching. Barbara basically was a co-worker's mother. Basic, not was, is a co-worker's mother that I met during an event that we had. And ever since then, she has been uplifting me and staying there. That's what I mean by village. That's what I mean by the village, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I mean by that. Exactly. Okay. Okay. Come on. Old heads, right? Look, y'all don't be going and messing with Ian. Don't be going and messing with Ian because Ian know. Baby, look, I'm gonna tell you, Dante, you may say the shade. It really wasn't I needed that. I needed that in that moment because I had been saying to him, I don't know how long that I was gonna do this. And this is what I was gonna do. And I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And then he was like, "Well, brother, what you waiting on?" And I said, "Well, I'm gonna wait until my birthday and everything is good and this." And he's talking about he rolled his eyes. "Y'all old gays be killing me. Y'all always want to do this and do that." I said, wait. Let me give you the real face. And he's talking about what? What? I mean, I'm just saying. So yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And that's right, Ain't Sandy. That is right. Show me your friends. Show me your circle and your village, and I'll show you your future. I posted a little while back. I said that if you look in your circle, everybody in your circle represents you at some part along your journey. Don't take it from me, take it from the universe. If you look at your circle right now, today, everybody in your circle represents you at some point in your journey. And a friend of mine said, "No, Titan, that ain't right." No, look at your circle. Look at your circle. But my grandmother used to always say, right? You want to surround yourself with positive things, like minded spirits. You want to surround yourself with that because I'm going to tell you something. If you surround yourself with the riffraff, I'm going to go back a little bit. You surround yourself with the riffraff. One of these days, you're going to have to take a step or a jump or a leap, and there won't be nobody there to catch you or tell you how far you got to leap or to tell you what's really going on because you surrounded yourself with the coulda, woulda, shouldas. That's what you surrounded yourself with. You surrounded yourself with the people that want for themselves before you want for you. You surrounded yourself with people that didn't care whether or not you rose or you lay down. And that's how that works. Come on. That circle is important. Circle is important. Shauna, I'm going to say a little something that you said to me earlier today. She said that I was trying to figure out why me and you were not talking anymore. And I told her it had nothing to do with me not being around or wanting to be around her or liking her or loving her. It's just that a lot of stuff was going on, right? And we kind of fell out. But spiritually, we still there. We talked for almost, I don't know how long today, 2 hours, something like that today, because we're still there. And I told her I wanted to thank her for being one of those people that listened to me. This was years and years ago. We were sitting down at the table. I pulled out my whole binder. Sean, look at what I did. Sean, look at that. And here it is, 2021. And we still down like 4 flat tires and ain't going nowhere. So, ladies and gentlemen, surround yourself with positive things. That's the only way you're going to gain prosperity. But one thing I want you to do, which is so important when you're asking the question, who am I? Be authentic. If you don't have it, you don't have it. If you don't got it, you don't got it. If you don't look the part, you don't look the part. But be honest with yourself. You can always get there, but just be honest with yourself. Just be honest with yourself. Whew. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm preaching tonight. I really didn't come here to preach tonight. Yeah, I didn't, but I think I am wrong. Okay. So look, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to know that every Friday, okay, you better not be going nowhere. It's a blood tie. Come on, it's the blood. Come on. Authenticity all day long. So, ladies and gentlemen, on Fridays at 7 p.m., y'all know this is where you're going to be. I want you to bring your drink, bring your libation, bring a little something to take a sip. Ain't nothing wrong with taking a sip. Ain't nothing wrong with taking a sip. Let me take maybe a slurp. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move this right along because I'm feeling good. Y'all got me over here feeling all righteous and all this other good stuff like that. But I do want to say, when somebody asks you, who are you? When you're asking yourself, who am I? Just remember to be authentic. Do I know it all? No. Do I have it all? No. Do I need it all? No. What I just need in order for me to be authentic to you is just to be myself, to be open and honest about who I am and what I am and what I'm doing. That's it. That's it. And if it doesn't work out the first time, dust yourself off and try again. Keep dusting yourself off every time if it takes that in order for you to be there. I want to say this before we move on to the next segment with y'all. I want to say this. Understand this. For all of you out there that have a village, that have circles, that have friends, and all of that, remember that most of the time, 99.9% of the time, you are purpose adjacent. I'm claiming that. Purpose adjacent. Your purpose is always right here. Always. In the people you meet, in the thing you say, in the places you go, things like that. Your purpose is always here. Your purpose adjacent. So don't ever think your purpose is back there, because it's not. Your purpose is right here, just waiting for you just to open your third eye and understand what your purpose is. Your purpose is right here. You were put on this earth with a purpose. Think back over your life. How many lives have you changed? How many lives have you touched for the better? Your purpose is adjacent. Some of us see purpose early on in life, and we good. Some of us don't. Some of us don't. But that's okay. You can be like me, turn a half of 100 this year, and know what your purpose is. Knowing what your purpose is. Come on, Kat. Kat, you know how we talk about it. Purpose. You are purpose adjacent. There is no reason for you to ever think that your purpose left you. Your purpose is always with you. Because I'm telling you, that's what it is. That's what it is. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, so I have this thing that I want to do. Yes, indeed, Sandy. We are born with our purpose. Done. Born with it. In order for us to actually tap into purpose, we just got to open up our eyes, our hearts, our souls, our spirits. Sometimes we don't want to open up our hearts and our souls and our spirits to purpose because purpose gonna make you stand up. Purpose is gonna make you be authentic. Purpose is not gonna give you true purpose until you are in it to win it and exactly who God made you to be. And if I'm lying, I'm dying. And I don't think I'm going nowhere no time soon, even with that second COVID shot. No. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I have a little something that I want to do on this first episode here. I want to ponder HIV. Yes, yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to ponder HIV. Now, look, I know you're probably thinking, okay, Titan, what is this pondering HIV? But what I want to do is say a little something to you today about HIV, right? Because I am HIV positive and I promised myself that I was going to be authentic. Ladies and gentlemen, we have um, so many things that are going on in this world, and HIV is still one of them, right? We are still, people are still being diagnosed HIV positive at an alarming rate. And so I just want to take a moment in my side of the world, in my side of the world, and just basically say a little something about HIV because I have been HIV positive for 16 years, right? Um, so HIV, human immunodeficiency virus, right? Basically, what it is that it's a virus that attacks the cells that helps the body fight off infection, right? And so what happens is, and I'm going to do it this way because this is the only way I can do it. I want to break it down like this. What happens is that the virus enters your bloodstream, right? And we'll talk about um, modes of transmission and things like that on our next episode. But right now, I just want you to know what HIV is and what it actually does. Basically, it attacks your blood cells, right? It attacks your CD4 cells or your T cells, is what they call it. Okay. And what it does is it destroys them by making your CD4 count be depleted. So the virus is to enter the body and destroy the cells. Okay. That's what it does. So when you hear people talk about HIV and they're talking about in its immunodeficiency, because it attacks the immune system, your blood cells are there to protect you from infection and to protect you from anything. Because we just saw how it works with COVID, right? But what it does is it gets into your bloodstream and it replicates, killing your cells, right? Killing the cells. And what it does is its whole objective is to take over, right? And then that's where your HIV medication comes in. But two things that we're looking for is your CD4 count, right? How many good cells you have, right? In order to fight off the infection and in order to fight out anything that comes in, right? We we want that. But then we also look at your viral load. And your viral load is how many copies of the virus you have in your bloodstream, right? And so a lot of times people don't understand that. People think, oh, okay, well, I may be diagnosed with HIV, but I'm not going to take any medicine and I'm not going to go seek treatment or I'm not going to do anything. But remember what it says immunodeficiency, your immune system. It attacks your immune system. Now, a lot of times what happens is that if your immune system is broken down, anything else, COVID, the common cold, you know what I'm saying? Pneumonia, you know what I'm saying? Flu, things like that, or opportunistic infections can come in and actually take over. They could actually take you out. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I know that I'm pondering HIV, but I want you to understand what HIV is, right? Human immunodeficiency virus, right? So basically, what it does is it gets into your bloodstream, and its whole purpose is to destroy your cells. Ladies and gentlemen, we can't be quiet. We can't be silent. We can't sit up here and say that this is not going to affect us or affect us in any kind of way because it does. It does. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you find out. I ask that you know your status. So while you're sitting here pondering HIV, whether or not it affects you or affect you in any kind of way, know that it does. Because if it affects or affects the population, it's affecting you. All around the city, I'm here in Houston, all around the city, there are confidential free testing that you can actually do. Know your status, know your status, know your status. So when you come and you want to ask a question and we want to ponder HIV, know what HIV is. HIV.gov. Or look at your local organizations that are around and they can help you with that. Hey, send me a message, contact me, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. And when you ponder HIV, just know what HIV is. The first thing that you can do when you're pondering HIV is to know your status. Know your status. You want to know where to get tested? Hit me up and let me know and come on with it. And come on with it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to move on, move on. I just want to say pondering HIV, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a part of the show. So we're going to ponder HIV. We're going to get some facts and we're going to make sure that we're good. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, as we bring the show to a close in just a little bit, I want to leave you all with the final thought. Ooh, the final thought. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I know that this show here today has been a little deep and um, a little thought provoking. I'm hoping and things like that. But this is what I want to say to you. Who are you? Who are you? That's the question. If you can answer that question openly and honestly of who you are, then you have done the work. You have done the work. But let me say something to those of you who cannot answer the question right now. Those of you who don't know how to answer the question right now. Who are you? You're God's child. Who are you? You are part of the universe. Who are you? You are somebody. Who are you? You deserve to be here. Who are you? You deserve love. That's who you are. My final thought is don't think that you were put here for just play, play. I ain't for play, play. You were put here for a reason. And if you don't believe you were put here for a reason, your history shows it that you were put here for a reason. Now, you may say, okay, it's taken a long time. Sometimes it takes a long time. Sometimes it does. But today, on this final thought, what I want you to know is that you deserve to be here. You deserve to be blessed. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to live a life, not just exist, but live and thrive. When people ask me, am I HIV positive? I say, yes, I am living and thriving with HIV. Titan, what is that? I'm not waiting for you to paint my grave for me. I'm not waiting for you to put no dirt on top of my coffin. I am going to live my life because I've taken control of my own life and not letting these people take control over my life, not letting people tell me who, what, when, where. Let me do that for myself. So my final thought today is you deserve all of what God has in store for you. And in order for you to do that, you got to be true with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Be open to the fact that I may not look like that. I may not feel like that. I may not be like that person over there, but I'm here. God didn't make no mistake. You were not a mistake. You were not a mistake. You were divinely made. The universe didn't put you where you were just because. The universe put you where you were because this is where you were going to do your work. This is where you were going to make a difference. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That's my final thought, ladies and gentlemen. That's my thought to ponder. That is it right there. I want to say thank you to you all. I appreciate you. I love you all for tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, if I tell y'all how I've been trying to do um, everything in my power to not be who I was for so many years, and it is a relief. It is a great thing for me to be exactly who I am. I don't have to make no excuses. I don't have to sit up here and tell you why. I just have to be. Be who God made you. Be who the universe blesses because the universe is blessing you. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this to you before I get out of here. There was no other reason that you were put on this earth other than to be blessed and to be a blessing. And believe me, ladies and gentlemen, if you are blessed, then you are blessed. If you're blessing somebody, then you are blessed. God don't make mistakes. The universe don't make mistakes. The Most High doesn't make mistakes. For whatever it is that you're thinking, whoever you worship, wherever you go, doesn't make mistakes. You are here for a reason. Your purpose is your purpose. Not the next man's purpose or the next woman's purpose, your purpose. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and take a last swig before we get out of here. And y'all come join me. Y'all come join me every Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for a little bit of thought to ponder, for a little bit of authenticity, right? For a little bit of purpose, for a little bit of love, for a little bit of spirit, for a little bit of praying and meditation, for a little bit of breathing, and then also a little bit of the groove. Sit it, da 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 da. Sit it, da 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 da. Oh, whew. Y'all got me on a high tonight, I swear. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know we're coming to the end here. I just want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be me and me to be in a space, in a place to be me, authentically me. Until next time, it's the thought to ponder, y'all.